So actually starting in the beta, Fallout 76 started getting some pretty cool and interesting mods. And yet, despite me being a once predominantly mod channel, something I'm probably going to get more and more into as the weeks go on, you haven't heard me talking about any of these mods. And really, there's two main reasons for that. First and foremost, to actually install a lot of these mods, it involves injecting these into an archive, and when you update that archive, it does get replaced, so when the game updates, it'll probably undo the modding. For obvious reasons, that's fairly frustrating and not super accessible to everyone with PCs. A lot of people probably will just ignore that. And even beyond that, although some of the mods cool, they weren't game-changing or like something I was like, everyone will probably want to download this. Fortunately, I think pretty much both of those issues were addressed just yesterday with the mod Better Inventory by Registrator2000. This is a guy you hopefully have heard of. I've covered his mods numerous times on this channel, and I think he's made some of the best quality of life mods for Fallout 4. Things that truly make the game more enjoyable to play, and mods that I download and very rarely uninstall. So his new mod for Better Inventory is something that is going to be a great quality of life tool. This does a couple of things. First and foremost, you see at the bottom how your carry weight is labeled? This mod's going to make it so you now actually see your carry weight for this particular inventory slide. So for example, if you're in the weapons category, you'll see the weights of all the weapons you do have on you. Considering how much of an issue carry weight and stash limit has been for people playing this game, this is a huge and invaluable tool while trying to resolve this. You can find out what is actually weighing you down and which category you have to focus on reducing. For me, evidently, I carry way too many weapons while I'm playing. So now I know, hey, maybe I should look into taking some perk cards the next time I level up that will address this. But even beyond that, what I think is actually one of the cooler features is by hitting the left control key, you can actually further divide a lot of these categories. So you could turn weapons into ranged and melee weapons. You could turn aid, where this is very valuable, into food and water, but also non-diseased food and water. Unfortunately, the carry weight doesn't update along with that. I think that'd just kind of be a nice quality of life thing. But especially in the food category, an issue I consistently run into is trying to find some food to eat to heal myself in kind of a tight situation or quickly because I'm in combat. A lot of people overall are just requesting that aid be divided into further subcategories in the Pip-Boy because it just makes life a lot easier to see your food items separated from water items and further separated from healing and radiation items. So all in all, this mod is great. I've been using it for a little while. It is definitely a massive quality of life improvement for this game, and it's the type of thing that I'm going to install now and probably never uninstall. The installation is very easy. All you have to do is drag and drop something into your data folder for Fallout 76 and then create a new file in one of your documents, and he gives you pretty much exactly what you have to do. It took me all of 60 seconds to install this. And yeah, really what I wanted to make this video to do was one, to advertise this mod, but also kind of talk about the state of Fallout 76 modding in general. There are definitely quite a few cool mods out there right now, but again, a lot of them do suffer from certain issues, such as being fairly difficult to install. Which if you really want the mod won't be that big of an issue because you'll probably just bite the bullet, and it's honestly not that hard after you do it once. But I feel like this inventory mod in particular really showcases that even with pretty advanced restrictions on what can be modded in Fallout 76, there are still a lot of possibilities that are very valuable to us as users. As Fallout 76 matures and the modding scene does with it, hopefully we will get more tools and resources making it easier to install mods and making it easier for modders to mod the game. Unfortunately, of course, there are restrictions. The only things you really can mod are client side. But right off the bat, I know of a few people working on a few different things, that in the weather department, like a new weather mod for this game. But even beyond that, we've actually seen some reshade mods already, which basically is a lighting mod that makes the game hopefully look a lot better, and texture mods, which I wouldn't be surprised if they're a pretty big one. Of course, it'll only be for you. If your friends want to see it, they'll also have to use it, but texture mods ranging from actually making the game look a bit different to making it look a bit better. For texture mods in particular, there are several people working on a bunch of different things, and I'm actually pretty excited to see what they produce. I'd also expect that a lot of Fallout 4 mods that kind of work with Fallout 76 will be ported over shortly, maybe over the next couple of weeks. But either way, hopefully this video was kind of informative to show you an example of what is being done and kind of give you an idea of what can be done. There's not going to be a ton of custom content in the form of weapons or items, but there are hopefully going to be a number of texture and quality of life mods in this game. That of course being until Bethesda gives us those official modding tools, which apparently are coming at earliest November of 2019. Obviously that bums me out quite a bit. I would love to get them in a month or two. I could just imagine how much more excited for this game I would be if we knew we were getting mods in a couple months. But either way, it's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. A short one, but hopefully an informative one. As always, again, I thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.